Like before we start anything, this is the way I approach the work that I do at InvolvedDad. Like we serve, and I approach it in a way that like, yo, I get to do this. Like for real, I get the thing about this. Like I said that a lot. Like I get to do this. I said it like because I really, really do mean it. But it was different when I had an opportunity to share a space in Alabama about 6 months ago with Juan Carlos and a group of professionals across the country. It was people of color, right? And we were convening, and I'll be honest, and I told them like I really didn't want to go because I was like, man, I'm conference out, like I'm straight. But when I got there, it was extremely beautiful because it was a room full. I've never really seen that before, like in this space. It was all people of color, but it was small, and the approach to the work was really different. And I wouldn't even do it justice by trying to explain, but I just give you a snapshot of it. Is that we spent a lot of time in the community. We went to the museums and we looked at the historical trauma surrounding slavery. We had an opportunity to go to the one place where they talked about and showed where all of the hangings took place that was documented, right? We went to that place and I'm just like, man, what a creative way to approach this work. And then I wind up changing my flight, staying an extra day because I'm like, man, they opened me up to where I drove to Selma and I went to other monumental places and I walked the streets. Because now I'm by myself. Like my wife is not there, my kids are not there. And as I was walking over the bridge and I'm talking to people in that community, remember what I said, I get to do this. But it wasn't until I went to Selma that it really changed my perspective of when I say the words, I get to do this. So now when I stand up here as a black man, and when I say I get to do this, I get to do this because of them. It changes the whole game now how I really approach the work. Because it's not about me and it's not about you, it's about the assignment. And a lot of times we get distracted about what we are called to do because we can get so caught up in the data and we get so caught up in this mechanism and this mechanism and this approach and that approach. But sometimes we forget the assignment. And sometimes because we haven't done the work on us. I can pause on that. Because we have to constantly do the work on us. If we are going to be super dope at what we do, if we're going to really be transformational, we have to be open and willing to unlearn something and to do something totally different. This work is serious. And I'll tell you, I'm probably the baby in this space. You guys are the super experts. I didn't ask for this. For real, I didn't ask for this. I just wanted to help fathers. My thing, I wanted to restore children back to their fathers because what the data says. See, a lot of times we want what it looked like, but we don't want what it feel like. When I ask you about the work or why you do it, sometimes we don't want to pay the price. See, I wanted what it looked like. See, I wanted that Louis bag, but I wasn't willing to pay the price. So a lot of times we really want to make transformation. We really want to do this work. We really, like, I want to save the world, that I'm a survivor. But then when we get into the work and we see that they don't want to listen to us, they make excuses, they're not taking accountability, now we want to take our ball and go home.